It's good, the cake. The cake is good. Yeah.
We have seen Antonio Conte loved, it seems, the world over.
And his management, Rebecca, of this football club has been absolutely outstanding. And I'm going to go back to 2012-2013, to Alex Ferguson last season in the Premier League, when he took, and I'm going to be respectful, an average Manchester United team, and he won them the title. He won them the title with the way he went about his business. Antonio Conte came into this Chelsea dressing room, and I said at the start of the season, I think he's got the hardest job of the top six teams, because he's got some fat cat players who'd put on weight, who'd lost their drive, who'd lost their desire. He's got the language problems. He's got a new country that he's coming into, understanding the league. What does he do? Go and win the title. Not only does he win the title, but he does it in a style and a way that when they went to West Bromwich Albion today, I had absolutely no worries. With 10 minutes to go, you said, is it going to happen? I had no worries that they were going to get it done, because they've got a consistency and a durability that nobody else in the league has got. And at the start of this season, you talked about titles, and it was easier to say why somebody wasn't going to win the title. Manchester City, because of Pep, he doesn't know the league. Maybe with Liverpool, are they consistent enough defending? Are Arsenal going to be Arsenal again? Spurs, will they not make it in the end? Jose Mourinho at Manchester United, is his squad deep enough? It was hard to make an argument against Chelsea once you saw them play the way they play, because this guy got the players where he wanted them and has drove them to a title. He deserves that more than as much as anybody's won titles since the Premier League started.
I have to say, Carl, you sat in that exact stance looking very relaxed as well with 10 minutes ago, and you said the same thing. This goal's coming. It's coming. Chelsea are going to win this. What's impressed you most about Antonio Conte this season?
I think the speed in which he rehabbed fallen champions. I mean, there was a locker room, even after Gus Hiddink took over, going through the summer that seemed to be bereft of confidence, commitment, and all of the ingredients that build title-winning sides. And it was unclear whether or not he was going to be able to bring that back. And the road to glory has many forks, and they've faced a lot of them this season. Big decisions, and each one, he steered them in the right direction. And I remember as each of those forks came up, we all sat here in the studio and we said, is this the moment? Is this the moment that some of the bad characteristics of this team that's still there, that might be under the surface, rear their ugly heads? And he just wouldn't allow it to happen. And his contagious, intoxicating passion spills onto the field. I mean, they looked like in the celebrations they could have played a whole nother game after that. And so I just think you really have to look at this man and say he's now the special one.
And now you just look at football, and I know it's different, Rebecca. I've never seen the players lift Jose Mourinho and throw him up in the air. Never saw that in his Chelsea time. Now, I know we're different times and different people, but there's something about this, there's connection. There's a trust between the manager and the players, but the other way, the players and the manager. They know this guy doesn't throw you under the bus if things are going to go wrong. They know this guy's in it with like you're in it. We went to the Manchester United when we were in England, and Chelsea got beaten. They had a really bad day, and I thought he might just come out. What did he say? It's down to me. He took it on his own shoulders, and that sends a message to the dressing room. This fella's all right. He's for us.
The players, whether if they hadn't bought into him in those first few weeks, when he changed the system during that game against Arsenal, and then it worked, is that all it takes? And players just instantly realise this guy is the real deal?
That kind of goes back to one of my points. That could have been a disaster. I mean, let's not forget David Luiz, Gary Cahill, Azpilicueta, none of them have played a back three. None of them were brought into the system that they shine in.
Victor Moses, a winger.
Victor Moses, a wing-back. I mean, he did so many things that could have blown up in his face, but he did it. And what he asked his players for was trust. And I think if you boil it down, you try to find one word that encapsulates what this man's capable of and what makes him special, it's trust. He gets people to trust him immediately.